So, Dex, how was your weekend, honey? It was a long weekend here. Can you believe it, Dex? We're in September. Yeah, and I still have my air conditioner on full blast. So, we were going to go and see this very popular, huge flower garden. But every time, excuse me, every time we decided to go, Dexter, the sun disappeared and the clouds showed up and it sprinkled a little rain. So all we did was we watched movies on Netflix and we hung around with a bunch of old people. You know what I watched? I watched Atlas with J-Lo. You know what? Honestly, J-Lo's a pretty good actress. I think she's actually good. Much better than a singer. Hey, I can't sing. I can barely speak. You know what I mean? But, she is fit. The girl is so fit. And you know what? I know a lot of people say, well, if I had a coach and if I had the money to just have salads all day and, making my food. Yeah, well, let me tell you, Dexter, it's important that I tell you these things. There are people who can afford salads and can afford all that, and they're still heavy. So it's a lot of work for J-Lo to look like that. No surgery is going to make you look like that, But anyway, I'm just saying, I can't afford to have a personal chef or anything like that. But, we can all get in better shape. Like the other day, hey, Dexter, it's kind of rude when I'm trying to talk to you. I can't really see you. Hey, I'm over here, buddy. Yeah, I'm over here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, so anyway, because I started walking and tracking it because girl was getting lazy. I go to the gym every day. You know the thing about going to the gym? It really doesn't burn a lot of calories. You can get muscle, which does burn more calories on your body, but you need to walk. Even if you don't care about losing weight, walking is good for our bodies, right? Yeah, keeps us upright. It helps you. It's good for your back and all that. But anyway, so yeah, I saw her in this movie called Atlas, and you know what? I liked it. And then I watched a movie with Sandra Bullock, and it's called The Unforgiven. I thought that was very, very good. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I didn't write this down because I'm trying to practice using that brain of mine to haul out things, going through the menopause. Okay, I watched that, and then we watched a movie called The Murder Club, something like that, with Pierce Brosnan. It was funny. It was cute. It was one of those movies you don't have to think. You just sit there and you kind of enjoy it. Yeah, it was about a murder. And it was just, it reminded me of that show. But, who's in the parlor, where's the gun, blah, 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 or whatever. Anyway, if you want something just cute to relax you and you don't have that, it was okay. The Murder Book. The Unforgiven was great. I loved it. I didn't get bored. I didn't drift off. Sometimes you can be watching a movie, Dexter, and all of a sudden you're thinking about something else because it's so boring. And then there was what else did I watch? You know what? For the life of me, I can't remember it. It was a movie on Netflix. Should I even bother telling you if I can't remember? Like, we watched quite a few. And normally I don't watch movies, but actually I enjoyed myself. So it was about, never mind. Well, it was about a lady who thought it was her husband. It wasn't her husband. Never mind. I'm not telling you. It's ridiculous. So, Dex, have you watched the news lately? Have you watched the news? The mainstream news, they tell a lot of lies. I noticed that. And then, when you see, like, say, a live cam, you can watch live feeds on YouTube, of different countries that you're interested in, or people film in different countries, and you can see what's going on when the news says nothing's going on. The whole world is picketing. Well, it's more extreme than picketing. Like Ireland and the UK. And did you know what's going on in Serbia? It's not even available on the news. It's crazy. I mean, do you call these demonstrations? What do you call them? In some of these places, it looks like a revolution. It looks like more than civil unrest is about to happen. It's pretty scary, And apparently the Braveheart girl, I watch too much of this stuff. They're making it out like she's some kind of little, extreme gang member. It's weird. The whole thing's weird. Anyway, yeah, that's depressing, eh, Dexter? So there's more to that story, but you won't find it on is it the Scottish news? You won't find it on the Scottish news. They're pretending that she is just a demon soul. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. You never know what's going on. You're at the mercy of your politicians. Yep. And what the news is allowed to let you tell you. That's why I love YouTube. Now, you have to be careful on YouTube. You do, because some people just make up stuff. It's better to find yourself some intelligent commentators with boots on the ground kind of people. It is. But you also got to watch fun stuff. I watch fun stuff too. But Dexter, why are we rambling? We're just having a ramble. You know what? I posted a short with me and Dexter because Dexter was very amorous that morning. He was kissing me. Yes, you were. And someone said, and I laughed because I tell you, I don't get my feelings hurt. So nobody needs to worry about that. If it's like horrible and heinous, I'll block you because we're just a cat channel after all, right, Dex? That's all we are. We're just a cat channel. Anyways, someone left me a comment and it said something like, "Girl, you're ugly." Or, "Girl, you're ugly." Or, "You're so ugly." And, honestly, I laughed so hard because it was funny. And they left a wilted flower. And I was like, it's a cat channel. Don't be so serious. I know it was a guy. There's quite a few guys on my channel. And I love that. I love that. I think it's like 47% men and 50-something%, of course, women. I'm not a mathematologist, Anyway, it just makes me laugh. For one thing, Dexter, I know I'm not ugly. Very few people are really ugly. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's out there feeling like they're ugly, very few people are ugly. And people don't see you the way you see yourself. But I know it was a dude. It's kind of like a young dude here, humor, which I don't mind. It was funny. I left the comment. Did I like it? Maybe I liked it. I don't know. Anyways, Dexter, we're just rambling this morning. We really are. But basically, Dexter, I came in to see you every day and made sure you and Wiley had water and food. Yes, I did. And they were meowing like they'd never been fed in their life. Yes. When I'm away from my kitties, I wish I could phone them. I wish I could say, "Hey, boys, I'm on my way home. Is there anything I could pick you up from the store?" And you know what they'd say? Right, Dexter? You know what Dexter and Wiley would say? "Yeah, 20 different cans of food that we're not going to eat all of. Or none at all. We're just going to go over the bowl and lick it and then just walk away with disgust." Yes. So my weekend was spent with old people. That's another story. And watching movies because the weather wasn't the greatest. Every time we looked out the window and went, oh, we're going to go, the sun went away and it was cool. And I didn't want to go to this big flower garden when it wasn't at least a little nice, right? And then we'd put a movie on and the sun would come bursting out. Look at Dexter, I'm putting him to sleep. So it was an okay weekend. What do I expect? Right, Dex? What do I expect? Anyway, Dex, I'm going to let you sleep. I love you. Anybody who's been watching, why are you here? Why are you here? Right? I'm so long-winded. But we appreciate you. Okay.